Hello everyone, Panda here, and I was lucky enough on Friday to head to the 2K UK offices to their bunker, their gaming bunker, to play some brilliant, lovely XCOM 2 that I've been looking forward to for a long time. I managed to capture some footage there, and I'm going to go over it now. So I'm going to be watching it back and commentating over it, and just pointing out some of the things that I enjoyed, showing a bit of the gameplay, and looking forwards to the game coming out next Friday on the 5th. It's going to be super exciting, and I really cannot wait. Okay, first off, I want to talk a little bit about the customization. Now, the customization is so much better in XCOM 2. Look at all these things. You've got the upper arms. You can change how the arms look. You can change how the legs look. There are face props. Put some sunglasses on your character if you want to. Put a helmet on them. Put a freaking bandana on their face. Really, so much more customization than there ever was before in these games, and that really does make me quite excited, because you can get really attached to characters in these games, and you're going to get even more attached to them if they're named after someone, and you spent freaking ages customizing the bloody character. And also, as the characters level up and they become higher levels, you get more things available to you for the customization. So at this point, we can only do a certain number of things. However, once my character gets up to, I think it's the veteran status, then you get a whole new set of icons, and you can put like a cigar in their mouth and change the color of their clothes. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's quite super. There we go. HybridPanda. And also there's this new system where there is a big biography, which is not particularly important. However, you can edit it as much as you want. So you could type in a whole bunch of stuff. You could completely RP here, but we're just going to select this as now obviously the best soldier. Right, let's skip forwards a little bit here. Here I'm making Nazi, my sniper. What else we got? We've got Vertigo, the heavy, and then we've got Bam, the shotgun dude. Okay, so here I am landing on my first mission with my characters all named up and ready to go. A little bit attached to them. Don't really want to lose any of them whatsoever. And my mission is to get all the way up to that tower in that room. We have 8 turns to do it, and disable the tower. Now, you can't disable the tower, you've actually got to blow the tower up, which I was not particularly aware of, but it's a new type of mission, you know, it's new to XCOM 2, and I'm all about that. So I've obviously played a lot of XCOM, like a ton of XCOM, and I know the basics of combat and stuff, which translates very well into XCOM 2. You know, if you know how to play XCOM, you're going to know how to control your characters in this and where to put them and all sorts of stuff like that. Okay, here we see the first sight of the enemies. Now, the enemies in XCOM 2 are very different to the enemies in XCOM 1. The basic gist of the deal is, the storyline, is that XCOM 2 is based on a failed XCOM 1 run. A run where everyone dies, and the aliens basically take over the entire of planet Earth, set up the Advent, which is these half alien, half human looking guys that you can see right here, and they basically enslave humanity. However, they've done it in a way that humanity doesn't really know exactly what is up. And here we're going to see a bit of the destruction. This is my character Vertigo, who is a heavy, who comes with a grenade launcher and a big old cannon. And check out the destruction. Now, this is so much more improved since XCOM 1. It's kind of like Battlefield, really. The disruption is insane. So look at that. Look at that. We exploded here. We took out this entire wall here. The wall on the upper level, on the second floor. A wall over here. All of the scenery here is exploded. And it all falls down. And it just looks really super and awesome as far as I'm concerned. However, didn't really damage the enemies, but whatever. Take the shot, Nazi. 30%? Do I believe? I can't remember. I do believe. And executed. God damn, that ragdoll is awesome. And the sniper rifle looks fucking insane. Okay, so my shotgun character here. The shotgun characters, the assaults, I guess you'd call them from the previous one, now have a sword on their back. So you can either shoot someone super up close with your shotgun, or you can attempt to slash them. Now I'm going to attempt to slash this guy here, and we get a 68% on it. And here's me thinking, 68%, pretty good chance, let's go up and cut this guy in half. And we miss, which is a little bit awkward, because now we're basically just standing right in their face.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Okay, so we see our first sectoid, which honestly, sectoids in XCOM 1, tame, very easy to deal with, not particularly scary. You see 3 of them and you go, ah, 3 little sectoids, easy peasy. Finish that guy off. But the new sectoids are terrifying. They're a lot more human, there's a lot more detail on them, and honestly, they're quite fucking spooky. Okay, so this sectoid is just standing out, ready to be shot. However, my HybridPanda character completely freaking sucks. And here, we're going to see one of the sectoid's scary new abilities. And look at this guy. That is terrifying. We can even zoom in here. Look at him. He is not nice. Like, these things actually spook me out a little bit. The original sectoids were not scary at all, but this character design is great as far as I'm concerned. And what's he doing? Well, he's not doing anything fun. He's resurrecting an enemy soldier that I killed and turning him into a zombie, which is very much not appreciated. So here, I could have used my med pack on myself, could have healed myself up to full health, but instead, I run over here, the sectoid is on Overwatch, and I find my first casualty, and of course, it's my own bloody character. Thanks a lot! Thanks a lot, sectoid. Thanks a lot, Panda, for being really shit at the game. Now, slightly terrifyingly, the sectoid here decides to resurrect my character and use him against me. Now, when you get resurrected, obviously you're working for the enemy team and you are a zombie, so you don't have your weapon or anything. You are just a shambling zombie, you know, fair enough. Okay, so here I have 1 turn to go until the data transfer is done, and this is where I realized that I'm pretty much screwed. I've pretty much messed up this mission. I've not destroyed the pylon in enough time. I have 1 chance, and that's to get my soldier Bam into the fray and try and blow it up. Okay, so moving Bam in here, trying to get into some cover, and trying to kill this thing in the final turn. We have a shotgun, which does how much damage? 4 to 6 damage, and this thing has 6 health. Can we annihilate it? No, 5 damage. So I've basically screwed up this mission, not done the data transfer shenanigans, which, at the end of the day, kind of sucks. I don't really know what impact that has on the rest of the mission, but it's not going to make home base particularly happy whatsoever. Okay, so I've got Nalzi up on the roof here. Now, there's an interesting new mechanic in XCOM 2, which is, when you kill an enemy, they have a chance to drop some loot, which you can see right here. I'm pretty sure this enemy has dropped a piece of loot here. So you've got 3 turns to go and pick this piece of loot up, and then that goes into your inventory, and you can equip it onto your own weapons and basically improve them massively. So we can see what the aliens do here. Try and get this item, and you can see exactly what it is when you pick it up, but you can't equip it now. You have to equip it after the mission. There's a sectoid behind this wall, but what's he doing? He's making sound. That's right, he's resurrecting that guy right there. You can see his corpse just disappears as he returns to life. So behind this wall, there's a sectoid and a nasty little zombie. So moving vertical up, and now we're in range of picking up the loot. We pick it up, and you can see we've picked up a hair trigger. This weapon upgrade, when installed, adds a small chance that any shot taken will not cost an action. Now that is huge. We didn't have stuff like this in XCOM 1, and quite honestly, this is a huge thing. Like, it's only 5%, I found out afterwards, but 5% chance to be able to take a shot and it not cost an action is pretty massive. And I've got to say, I'm quite proud of my my team here. We have lost 2 soldiers. I lost my HybridPanda character, and I lost Bam's character with the shotgun. Those 2 characters are gone forever. Very sad. However, there seems to be a bug here that I can't seem to select the right thing. However, when I click it, it does select the right enemy, and we blast him away. 8 damage. And as you'll know if you played XCOM 1, when you kill an enemy that's mind-merging another enemy, well, it tends to have a very negative effect on this guy. And you can see here, he pukes his guts up, and the reanimated enemy just falls over dead. Mission complete. Not too great. We failed the objective, took 20 turns, killed all the enemies, but lost 2 of my soldiers. It's poor. I did poorly. I suck. God damn it. Okay, so my second mission, we're heading in for a VIP rescue mission. Now, in the typical XCOM, these missions always spooked me out, because taking care of a stupid civilian who doesn't have any weapons, has low health, is always a freaking nightmare. It's always a pain, you know? The enemies will try and target him and try and destroy him, and honestly, they don't have much defense. So, I'm a little bit apprehensive about this, but I've got a decent squad. We've got 2 rookies, but we've got Nalzi and we've got Vertigo. Vertigo in the yellow and red, and Nalzi in the blue. Okay, so we've got to get to the VIP, secure him basically, and then get to the exit. Now, there's a conceal mechanic in this game where until you are spotted, or until you take a hostile action, the enemies don't seem to know that you're not just any old civilian on the streets, because they've taken over the entire human race, basically, and, you know, they expect everyone to be subservient and accept them as their overlords. However, we are the resistance. We're fighting back against the aliens. I'm not entirely sure why. I did skip the intro video on this. I'm quite looking forward to seeing it when the game is released. I didn't really want to spoil myself, so I skipped all the intro cinematics and stuff. I will get to that when I actually play it. But putting all my soldiers up on the roof here. We've got 11 turns to grab the VIP, get everyone extracted. I'm not entirely sure what will happen if we don't. It says 11 turns until forced retreat, which I guess just means all my soldiers run away from here. Okay, so as you can see, setting up a pretty nice defense here, putting people up on the roof. Honestly, roofs are fantastic in this. You know, you get the bonus from being higher up, so you get a higher hit chance on people. Also, people below get a lower hit chance than you. So it's pretty super. And as you can see, you can also rename your weapons. I've renamed Nalzi's sniper rifle the Fuckinator because, you know, why the hell not? Right, there we go. Our first sight of an enemy. So, I see that there is a sectoid down there behind the truck. Now, I can't actually see him. He's not visible. However, I did see him moving. Now, because we're still concealed, which you can tell by this icon at the top here, he's not actively seeking me out. Look at this. These guys, they don't know what's going on. They're just chilling, you know? So, I decide to shoot a grenade down here, try and do as much damage as I can to these guys, but I realized if I shoot this truck, the truck's probably going to explode, and the VIP is being held inside there. So, definitely not a good idea to explode the truck, but you can see from the yellow highlight there exactly what it's going to damage. It's not going to damage the truck, so seems like a decent move. Pump a grenade down there and try and do some damage to these bastards. Killed one of them straight up and did some damage to the sectoid, but now we've obviously broken concealment. They know where I am, and they're going to actively try and hunt me down and kill me. And goddamn, you're so spooky, sectoids. I don't like it. You're just horrifying. So I'm realizing here that I've only got a few turns, a handful of turns to do this, and also enemy reinforcements are on their way. So we need to try and do this as quickly as possible. I'm going to move Vertigo down here. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of freaking Advent dickheads hiding right underneath me. So my soldier is now fully flanked. We've walked into this situation, procced 4 enemies. Not ideal, and obviously one of these is a goddamn sectoid. One of the spookier enemies, I've got to say, a lot spookier. Okay, so Nalzi scores a lovely shot on the sectoid, putting him down to 3 health, which is pretty ideal, because all of the weapons basically do 3+ damage. However, I've put a soldier out in the middle of nowhere here, pretty much. Just kidding, what an amazing miss. And you can see, as he missed, he hit the wall here and completely knocked it down. That is nice. When you take a shot and it misses, you're actually going to be knocking down scenery and destroying it, and that, as far as I'm concerned, is super. Like, cover is going to be destroyable. Very destroyable. And what's the horrible fucker doing here? He's resurrecting this Advent soldier. Of course he is. So at this point, I'm fully aware of the fact that if I kill the sectoid, it's going to kill that Psi soldier, which, you know, is beneficial. That's 2 birds with 1 stone. The Psy Zombie, it does seem, actually has more health. Damn it. Has more health than the original soldiers. So a zombie can take more of a beating and doesn't have a weapon. Right, so here I'm going to get my Nazi soldier to take a shot at the sectoid. And I did equip, you can see down the bottom right here. Oh, you could see down the bottom right that I've equipped the hair trigger that I got last time. That gives you a 5% chance to take another shot for free. And you can see here that... Where is it? Where is it? There you go, hair trigger, free action. So I procced the 5% there and get to take another turn. As far as I'm concerned, that is incredible. That's super awesome. And the snipers now come with a completely beastly revolver. A Magnum revolver that just looks so cool. And you can either spec your snipers to be super good with their sniper rifle, or you can spec them to be okay with the sniper rifle, but super good with the pistol. Basically be able to use the pistol a lot, sometimes without even costing an action. So my Vertigo character here is completely out in the open, being completely flanked. I'm going to move him inside the truck here, in which we discover the VIP, and he is now under my control. And also, because I'm a pro, we're flanking the sectoid and completely rip him to shreds with our lovely Gatling cannon, which of course kills the Psy Zombie as well. And he's dropped some loot. Ooh, loot. I like the loot. The items that you pick up from the enemies in this seem to be really good. Like really, really high quality, good stuff. And there's no chance we're going to miss this. 84%? Goodbye. It does seem like the percentages in this have been fixed quite substantially. Because originally, in the original XCOM, I've missed 99%. And the enemies have hit like 1% on me. It's ridiculous. However, I do feel like they've balanced it a bit more in this. Not quite sure how, but they definitely have. Right, here they put down a flare, so you can tell from the red flare that's put down where the enemy reinforcements are going to come from. So you can see in the top left it says reinforcements incoming. They will be coming to try and kill me pretty soon. They're going to be dropping in from an airship. Here's my chance to try and kill this guy. And we miss horribly. However, that's fine. You know, you can't hit them all. Am I actually going to pick up this piece of loot here? I really do hope so. So my mission is to rescue the VIP, to extract the VIP, and pretty much I just say, fuck it, let's get the VIP out here, move him to the evac zone, use the evac ability, and he gets a nice little rope and escapes from the scene. So we've rescued that guy, we've completed that objective. Now all we have to do is extract all of our soldiers. And I'm pretty sure that getting this piece of loot is super, super important to me. What is it? You don't even need to use a turn to pick it up. We have an Elerium core, which is a valuable artifact that powers all of the alien weaponry we've encountered. We can use it to create experimental weapons, armors, and ammunitions. And an advanced laser sight, which this weapon upgrade will increase the critical chance of any weapon it's attached to. So these are free things. I didn't have to create these. I didn't have to go into my armory or engineering and craft these up. These are just free things that are mine now. And here come the reinforcements in their scary ass looking ship, looking a bit like a Cylon ship or something. And they're dropping 3 fresh assholes into the fray. So I'm going to have to kill these guys to be able to get out, because they've dropped them right on my extraction zone like a bunch of plonkers. And you can see there's just civilians just kicking around. They have no idea what's going on, apparently. The poor civilians, you know. They're just there. They're just part of the scenery. I don't know if you can kill them. I don't know if there's any point to kill them. I don't know why you would kill them. But they are there, and they are part of the world. So I'm seeing these 3 guys here, all pretty chocked up, and I'm thinking a grenade, a frag grenade, is going to do nicely. And if you shoot cars, generally it takes a turn or 2 before they will go up in flames and explode. So I'm going to dump this grenade right on top of this strange 3-wheeled alien car, I guess, and see how it goes. Bam! 1 soldier dead instantly. The other officer over here. Now this guy's a special one. He's got red clothes on. He's an Advent officer. He's got double the health of the other ones. He's got... I don't know what he's got. I don't know. I assume he's got some other sort of special abilities compared to the normal ones. But destroyed 1 enemy, weakened up the other one, and I'm actually quite proud. with my performance here. I think I was being a bit of a tactical mastermind. Now, 25% shot. Is it worth? Absolutely worth. Hitting a 25% shot in XCOM is insane. And you can see there the car is fully going on up in flames. Sadly, Nazi misses this shot. However, this isn't the smartest thing, but the Advent Soldier seems to decide that it's a really super good idea to go and take cover behind this burning car. I would never do this. That is super freaking stupid because, well, he gets exploded. And then we can go and rescue all of our soldiers and get out of here. So a pretty successful mission, I would say. Ends up with a flawless rating, 10 enemies killed, 0 soldiers wounded, 0 soldiers killed, 11 turns. Pretty much completely wrecked it, just did a fantastic job, if I do say so myself, which I do. And also now, when you extract, you get this lovely mission complete screen. Shows you who dealt the most damage, made the most attacks, who got shot the most, and who moved the furthest. Also, cover bonus, enemies killed per turn, damage per attack, and successful shot percentage. So, basically, a lot of extra stats just for you to take a look at and just absorb, which is nice. I will never say no to extra stats. Right, let's move onwards a bit.